Testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Excuse me.
The Prince of Hell. Talia had reached Termite Island. The time had come to begin preparations for the attack on Doloran and Yaina Overproud.
I think everything's working now, so... but that means I'll be putting it back on hellish difficulty. And, somehow I want to try and get this. I have no idea how.
Lakesville fell like a sandcastle under the feet of a 4-year-old, and afterwards was plundered, in accordance with age-old custom. Yet as satisfying as it was just a little fish in a great big ocean of good. For the hydrophobic evil had, from the start, planned to capture the city's amazing fleet, which, as opposed to the Horde ships, did not sink like rocks. And so it was that Talia's creatures were driven aboard and the sails were hoisted. As the smoking ruins of the city slowly disappeared below the horizon behind them, the ship set sail for Termite Island. Even if no one actually saw the impressive sight, as everyone, hey, I said everyone, was focused on the new target. The aforementioned island was the seat of the magician Yaina Overproud. Yaina was pretty and kind-hearted, and therefore, naturally, absolutely despicable. And if that weren't already enough reason to deal with her, she was also one of Tanos's buddies. Yaina ruled from Doloran. Ah, Doloran, home of arcane magic and high finance alike. Disgusting. Upon landing, the leisurely Evil's army slowly made their way to the financial capital. Yet it would be a good idea to acquire additional, even more powerful allies before facing Yaina.
I see that money of gold, I want it. I demand money of gold. Welcome to the midnight hour, basically. Buddy.
Talia and the remains of the cold-blooded evil's army had reached Termite Island. Here, the egotistical magician Yaina Overproud ruled over her magical financial stronghold of Doloran.
I'll take care of this witch in short order. We'll just build up an army and beat on everything we see, just the way we did before. It's always worked until now, whereby the question arises, what the hell kind of a strange room is that? What's it good for?
In fact, that was an excellent question. Naturally, it was a... wait a moment. Yes, actually, it was a hellhole. A hellhole is a portal directly to hell. What do we need that for, you ask yourselves? Another excellent question. Ah, here. Because we want to summon a pit fiend, of course. The demonic and savvy evil plan to lead a pit fiend to Doloran in order to have an ace up its sleeve in the fight against Yaina Overproud. An ingenious plan, I must say.
Okay, pit fiend sounds good. I can see him now. This guy with muscles of steel and... whatever. How do we do this?
Well, first we need a few ingredients, which we then, for the sake of simplicity, just throw into the hellhole. We need corpse dust. However, it has to be from Termite Island, so we can't just scrape it off our zombies, but have to organize some from local graveyards. And toenails? That's simple. Oh, from a centaur. Fortunately, these primitive beings should have a few camps around here. What a coincidence. Besides that, we also need some worm slime. Ugh. Just saying it makes me shudder. And spider legs. We'll probably find those kinds of creatures here in the underground. Probably a lot sooner than the tense evil would like.
More like the most
yes.
annoyed evil.
And it also requires a couple of well-aged, but unfortunately live heroes too. They're not likely to let themselves be thrown in there just like that, so we need a plan.
We can think about that later. The other things will be easier to get. Through fair trade? Through killing.
How the hell are we going to get any of that through fair trade, Italia? No, it looks like we have a bunch of dead. Brilliant. Set up traps. Not really, there's no traps to be made. No! Must be traps. Ooh! Prison. Anyways, that all figured out. Multiple knots. part. No reason for demons yet because I can't afford that.
Payday.
I'm gonna do something bigger for this dungeon. Come on, Naga. Go now. Shove you all out!
I want.
Let's go over here. Now that all the preparations...
Malicious creatures are marching across Termite Island. Men, and of course women. Stop them, for the Alliance. Well, not the Alliance, but the Alliance of all good folk, and so, you know what I mean. Anyway, stop them, for the goddess.
Whoops! Apparently the heroes weren't as stupid as they looked and had noticed the pitter-patter and banging in the underground. As if that weren't enough, Yaina Overproud herself was there.
Excellent. That saves me a lot of time and work if I can defeat her right here.
Easy there. We really don't have the kind of budget that lets us burn a story character in a single map. Besides, it was necessary to stop the marching heroes, and then, immediately following a stay in the dungeon's own hotel, Le Prison, sacrifice them to the hellhole.
Back in here.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Evil will triumph!
Ouch!
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 Guys. On the dungeon game. Nice and beautiful. Alrighty then. Let's see. What's wrong? I think I can just upgrade yet.
Much like the Hero Academy on Newbie Island, Termite Island was a place frequented by aspiring adventurers. When rumors of a newly opened dungeon made the rounds, many heroes came from all over the island. these would be unpleasantly surprised to encounter not a nicely balanced beginner's dungeon, but the cruel evils complex and trap-riddled caves instead.
Sure, we have traps. Right, everybody, we have traps. Not hearing nothing.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Only issue that one. We don't have enough time to sit around and dawdle.
Yeah?
We got eviling to do. Since this can't be made fast enough.
Evil is unstoppable!
It's payday.
Here, okay.
The merciless evil's armies destroyed the Hobbit camp with joyful efficiency. These hobbits wouldn't be running off throwing any rings into any lava in any mountains anymore.
In particular.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
God, hey!
Throwing my issues at them. Getting go boss is ridiculously overpowered at the beginning. Now we're just kind of excavating a little. Making stuff happen. More bigger pens. Dungeon area there. How's the zombies doing? 90%, we can do better. I'm gonna make this dungeon chaos. But get them doors going. This has legitimately been a reason why I've made up, like, someone's just doors in general. I know it's stupid, it's silly, but it's true.
There are enemies in your dungeon. A giant worm has nested in the dungeon.
We'll deal with you soon.
Take that!
We'll deal with the giant worm. There we go. Into the pit.
That is, it was done. All of the requisite worm slime had been collected. Oh my, I saw this documentary about liposuction one time, and this stuff was... Oh, just forget it. Another challenge mastered by the repulsive people.
The hell
The dungeon heart is being attacked.
Dang. Why can't I pick it up? We leave? Hello?
Some kind of staging post would be required before any heroes could be sacrificed to the hellhole. Undefeated heroes would be rather uncooperative.
Okay.
The disgustingly badly playing evil had allowed the dungeon heart to be destroyed. This was somehow a suboptimal outcome to the story. Perhaps it would be worth repeating this section the way you used to do in primary school.
You know, I don't think that's a fair at all, assessment. I couldn't even drop my units. That I don't think that's fair.
The exploratory evil had discovered a sweet little graveyard. Would it be able to find some of the corpse dust it needed here? As a really, really broad hint, the savvy narrator pointed out to the perplexed evil that the graves in the graveyard might just need a hearty smack or nudge to release the valuable corpse dust.
See, that's what was supposed to happen. I don't know what the hell happened.
Some kind of staging post would be required before any heroes could be sacrificed to the hellhole. Undefeated heroes would be rather uncooperative, but dead ones would be of no help to the bored evil. The solution was obvious. A prison had to be built. The always wanted to be a prison guard evil immediately began to research and build one. Payday.
Always wanted to be a prison guard even. I don't know about that one. There we go.
Uh-oh, a spider nest has been unearthed.
Hey!
I really hate spiders.
The arachnomanic evil had torn off the first spider leg, just what it needed for the hellhole. It carelessly threw the rest of the spider and the remaining 7 legs aside. The non-arachnophobic evil threw the first spider legs into the hellhole. Why did that please the demons? No idea. Maybe they ran out of interdental brushes.
Maybe they also hate spiders just as much as I do. I thought about that game, it just also hates spiders? I don't blame them. Spiders suck in this game.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Wait, how much? 8,000. Okay. Well, go on your keep. Shocking you at the end. Dungeons are being made, and everyone is getting food. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up, have it connected here, and then have a buoy just get kind of connected here. Oh, it's also transferring the net. Okay, that's what they were doing. Like, why are they getting me my money? They will transferring that. Pretty good. 50.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
And we'll be taking them out again with both of us.
Just wait.
Slap, slap, slap. Oh, you gotta love it. Slap. Not doing anything, you can get onto this. I need money. I need mana, I need money, I need all that stuff.
Payday. The sluggish evil still hadn't collected any corpse dust. Maybe it had forgotten that it was supposed to give the tombstones a hearty smack.
No, sluggish evils did not forget that. What she is doing is currently making a dungeon that is not going to die in 2 seconds.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Hey!
I don't have enough money yet to deal with all the stuffness. Okay, and what I'll do, while we pull up with this room. Into that dungeon. Dungeon, dungeon, it's a dungeon, it's a dungeon. Dating flame. The dating hero.
The first prison had been built. Now, heroes could be imprisoned when they were defeated. This was not only important for sacrificing the heroes the hellhole so desperately wanted, but also because each hero generated some evilness at the end of their stay.
Exactly. Let them stew and rot in prison, the miserable do-gooders.
Something our quick-tempered protagonist obviously desired. The very best thing, though, was the fact that any heroes that died in prison became skeletons. The necrotic evil immediately wanted to try this out, of course.
Yeah.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Hey, our dungeon is good. Nicely. Then how a few of them just instantly died, but whatever.
The first hero awoke in the prison, where his death would generate some wonderful evilness for the disgusting evil. Outstanding. Oh yes, and some heroes also needed to be sacrificed in the hellhole. A tough decision. The listening closely evil was informed that the demons of the hellhole might be interested in trading a handful of priestesses of the light for one of their female demons. This sounded like a very interesting trade indeed.
Priestesses of the light. Demons are a bit, demon. I don't want to know what they're gonna do with that priestess, but off she goes. Novice, apprentice. Oh, no, will they take a novice?
The hellhole rewarded the sacrifice of a live hero with a respectable burp. A hero disappeared into the hellhole with a long, drawn-out "Ah!" and an almost reckless disregard for gravity.
Good. No gravity allowed. We don't need that. Gravity's stupid.
Payday! Rumor has it that the demons of the hellhole might welcome the sacrifice of a few little snots. Or maybe it's just because it's fun, too. The experimental evil immediately tried it out.
Oh. Oh.
A formidable throw! That little snot landed right in the middle of the hellhole. Good throw, that little snot! The generous evil had disposed of a significant number of little snots in the hellhole. While the demon princes didn't acknowledge the sacrifice, it did lead to an unusual increase in the remaining little snots' willingness to work, as they became obviously more than willing to make themselves indispensable.
Ha! Excellent motivational work.
Oh, they don't want to be tossed into the internal pit of purple void nothingness.
The senile evil still hadn't used any hearty smacks to get the graves to release some corpse dust.
Well, walking on it. Auto track. That just looking real nice, honestly. Alright. One, two.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I don't even have that. But That being said,
Thanos must die!
does there.
I want Thanos's...
Whoops! The first centaur had lost one of its two men. How sad. But it was exactly what the absolutely no regrets whatsoever evil needed for the hellhole.
And still the Horde, I mean the evil, spread their infestation across Termite Island. Onwards, peoples of the Alliance, drive this riffraff off. Otherwise, the tourists will stay away and we'll have to close up shop. I'll be at your side. Well, later. I have something important to do in Dolaran. All the best, and for the Alliance and so forth.
Damn, that cowardly magician is escaping!
Just like I hadn't said anything. As Jaina got out of Dodge, her subordinate heroes from the nearby village did what heroes did best. Desperately head for their opponents, using brute force and violence with absolutely no finesse whatsoever. The dungeon protecting evil made ready.
Just going and put some traps in here, a little more.
Bye-bye, baby!
There are enemies in your dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Ow!
It's payday.
Not enough too much. But I have a bunch of magic. Really useful when you need a bunch of traps being set.
My secret and mystical counselors, who only I can see, tell me that the demons would love to see some skilled elven archers thrown into the hellhole. Apparently, they need someone to hunt giant mosquitoes.
Counselors only you can see? My goodness, as if your split personality wasn't annoying enough.
I can't really argue with you there. I too wish that Sister Goody Two-Shoes would finally go and bother someone else. Maybe we should see what happens when we throw a few of these elves with the swords into the hellhole.
Why? Is that some sort of secret recipe?
Recipe? No idea. But it sounds like fun. Damn fair-skinned elves. Oh, but in the end, they are related to us. Psst. Those tree-cuddling hippies have nothing in common with us dark elves.
The fabulous evil's armies had reached the city. Jaina, however, was long gone.
Then I suppose I'll just have to take it out on the inhabitants. Forward! Haven't you plunged enough cities into ruin? Is that a trick question? I'll admit I could have saved myself the question. You monster! Thanks.
I won't worry about it until we get closer. My poor door. You monsters. What did my door do to you? Clearly I don't have enough demons. Alright, so we have a bunch, so let's see the fourth boss.
The first centaur toenails disappeared into the hellhole. A short neigh could be heard. I don't really want to know what the demons do with those.
Back out there. We gotta scatter
Give
the
your
cape.
orders.
The far-sighted evil had discovered a modest little centaur camp. Like any good, nature-loving being, the horrible evil immediately wanted to convert this area into a nature reserve. Of course, that meant that everything that was in the way had to go. Oh, those poor centaurs. Unfortunately, they had to die for the good of the greater evil.
Okay, cool. They're dead. And for
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I always recommend just getting whoever you have the most of. Might pull the door. Okay for that.
Payday.
Okay. You have Dude, now those people attack my pole. Thanks for letting me know.
Enemies have entered the dungeon. The hunt for the centaur toenails was going well. The ruthless evil was entirely consumed by hunting fever. It just had to make sure it avoided any animal protectionists. It was done. The last the last centaur, had lost its toenail, which the eager evil quickly sacrificed to the hellhole. As it did so, it realized that every centaur actually had 4 of the stupid things. Naturally, that would have made the job just up. The eager to explore evil's army had discovered one of the heroes' camps. They immediately took care of its demolition.
Exactly! Come on! Let's tear the place apart! Another glorious victory for the Queen of Evil! I mean, for the absolute evil. Of course. I mean, it's not my army. Not yet. Anyway.
You're the Queen of Evil? Well, I didn't vote for you. And anyways, Queen of the Damned sounds better to me.
Really? Oh, God. Terrible film. Except for the music. But of course, a bit better love story than that bit at Twilight.
The hate for Twilight. They're doing good though. Getting them more of that stuff. Just how to make the dungeon pretty damn fast, honestly. Even's a little stronger. Sit a bit. Quiet now. Maybe explode a little. And we do have a 5 minutes to look for.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Yeah, you're not taking my dog down again, meanie. Just, you know, creating a bunch of boxes. Excessive use of force, honestly. Can we play in co-op? Sure, if you're still here. I didn't realize someone checked, I'm sorry.
Thankfully, no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered.
Ouch! Ouch!
Heyday! The sacrifice of the spider legs was going well. The absurd evil had already accomplished half of the task, whereby spiders are actually very useful insects, as they simply devour things such as mosquitoes and their annoying hum. How come there's no way to kill mosquitoes here, huh? That has to be much more useful. Done! All of the spider legs have been tossed into the hellhole. The spider-hating evil had mastered the assignment without even breaking a sweat. There are enemies in your dungeon.
There you go, all the deadly ass traps going in. Annihilated them. Okay.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
5 living heroes. Apprentice. I don't have a piece of...
A hero disappeared into the hellhole with a long, drawn-out... It was done. The self-sacrificing evil had thrown the required number of heroes into the hellhole, which in turn commented on the fact with a loud, contented belch. The first corpse dust was sacrificed to the hellhole, an excellent start for the sacrifice offering evil.
Oh, it's finished. I was about to say, once this is finished, I'll go back to the overhead, but it's done. I guess I'll be